So what's going on in Gallery West here today is an exhibition by my illustration class for drawing majors. Their goal was to visit the Reptiles, Amphibians Museum and do a little bit of research, make some drawings, take some photos, and bring those back into the classroom and make some more finalized drawings, whether they were traditional or digital. Once those were completed, the goal was to have this exhibition that we have here today to kind of show how they can go out and see the specimens like the ones we have here on campus and make illustrations based off of that research. Another goal is to give them some real-world experience, what it's like to actually do work like this, illustrations like this, where you work with clients and you have to do the research and then make illustrations based on that research as well. I wanted the students to also think a little bit about their approach and their style when it came to making these pieces in here. So if you get a chance to see it, everybody has a different take, a different way of how they illustrate.
This was like my experimentation with watercolor and micron pens, and I know Carlos was telling us, our professor Carlos was telling us, try to make it like research based, so that's why we have sketches. I made the skeleton one because we got to see some clear and stained salamanders, so that's what that one is. And I just got to learn like how they preserve the animals, stuff like that. It kind of like, I came from nursing before I did art, so it kind of just like gave me flashbacks to like stuff like that.
It was definitely new for sure. Like I never really actually was able to like look at specimens before up close, especially when it means to like moving around and rearranging the way that we want them to. And I mean, I liked it a lot, to be honest. I mean, I wish I could try more of this. So maybe in the future I could like maybe have more opportunities for myself and like see what I can do with what I've learned and keep moving forward to what I want to do, which is probably more of these. So yeah, it's really exciting. With the snapping turtle, I learned that they actually have a tongue inside their mouth to lure fish in, and it's something I never really thought they had. And honestly, they just have like a lot of like inner stuff, because like when you look at a specimen to draw, you always like gotta figure out what kind of texture they have, because like not all animals have the same texture, and you gotta see maybe their organs and their innards. That's something I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, this is my first time coming out and seeing all these pieces, so it's very exciting to see all these beautiful pieces of art created out of things that are traditionally, utilized only for science, but this is another unique use of them that I believe will, bring the public also more into the community of science that we have going on here. The Amphibian and Reptile Diversity Research Center's primary goal is to foster research concerning the biodiversity, biology, evolution, ecology, and natural history of reptiles and amphibians. We have one of the largest museum collections of reptiles and amphibians in the world. We're about 10th largest in the United States and the largest in Texas. We have the largest collection of Guatemalan reptiles and amphibians in the world. And these are specimens that are utilized by researchers all over the world, internationally and domestically. We're sending out loans of specimens. And just like books, they're being loaned out all over the world, and people are coming here to study them. And so that's really what we are as the museum, is kind of a library of resources for scientists to use.
This was the first time my students were actually able to get this close to specimens of this caliber. They're very rare, some very special. And to actually make work from real life observation was just a great opportunity, and I wanted my students to take advantage of some of the great resources we have here at UTA. Gallery West is usually open 9 to 5. We do ask that you make an appointment if possible, just for security reasons. Getting into the space can be a little tricky, but there is parking available for the public. Again, 9 to 5. This exhibition is going to be open Monday through Friday, and the shows change every weekend. So every week there's a new exhibition here in Gallery West.